Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Grand Tournament. We're entering the final stretch of cards here today, and we're coming up to the average pack for a legendary. Now, on average, they say you should get a legendary every 1 in 20 packs. So if the average is with us, we'll get another one probably towards the end of this episode. But our first card for this episode is an uncommon one. It's the old traditional Silent Night. I wonder if there's a Holy Night to go with it. Bonus points if you get the reference. Bonus points if you actually think my horrible attempt at a joke was funny. So we'll move swiftly on to our next card. And we've actually seen a few of these recently now. That's a Clockwork Knight. 5 mana for 5/5. Nice and solid, but also giving a friendly mech +1/+1 is pretty decent. I'm assuming, of course, that you can pick your mech. So that's 2 uncommon cards. Let's see. We have the Bone Guard Lieutenant. Again, it's a card we've seen before. It's a 2 mana for 3/2 and gains +1 health each time you use your hero ability. Nice and solid. So our next card is an uncommon. It's a lucky corner here. However, sometimes even in our lucky corner we get junk. Unfortunately, that's what Captured Yarmonger is. Like I say, it's a wonderful 5/9 body, but really to make it useful I would have had to have almost anything with it. So that's a shame though. But let's now move up and we get our first rare card of this episode. If we turn it over, we see the 2 mana for 2/3 Darnassus Aspirant. A really solid card. You gain your extra mana crystal when you summon it. Now you do lose a mana crystal, but you're not really behind your curve. I mean, you've already gained an extra mana crystal. You know, if it's not been gained at all, then well, you know, if it dies the very next turn, then well, you've not actually really lost anything. It does make it a bit of a target, mind you, but you know, overall, I can't say it's a bad card. I think it's probably a good kind of 4/5 card. So let's grab our next pack. Will our legendary be here? It's not guaranteed that there will be any though, as if you remember from our Goblins vs Gnomes, we didn't have a great amount of luck with legendaries there. But we do start this pack with our rare card. So let's just move on and open up our uncommon. That's a Wild Walker, 4 mana for 4/3. Give a friendly beast +3 health. And as I remember now, the Druid forms are now classed as beasts, so that could be okay. You're certainly giving an extra 3 health to a friendly minion of yours. I'd say it probably is. I mean, certainly when I think about it, you know, if you have a minion out on turn 3 or turn 2, because you do get a couple of druids like that, you know, you could find that could be really useful. Oh, so we get another rare. Wonderful. So that's 2 rares so far in this pack. And 2 uncommons. Now that's the Buccaneer. Whenever you equip a weapon, give it +1 attack. So for 1 mana for 2/1, that's your fairly standard. There's not a lot of other pirates in the deck. I mean, it's okay. Don't get me wrong, it's actually a good card, but you have to be able to play it the next turn. It has to live a turn really to make it useful. And let's see, Lance Carrier. Now Lance Carrier is one that we've seen before. We seem to have a buffing theme going on. We get +3 health there, +2 attack here, +1 attack here, 2 for 1/2. You know, but the nice thing is with +2 attack. So we uncovered this rare first. So if we turn it over, we get 2 mana for a 2/3 Alexstrasza's Champion. Now, Alexstrasza is the Dragon of Life in the Warcraft lore. I'm not quite sure what it's doing with a warrior, mind you. Maybe it would be better as a druid. But then the druids tend to be somebody else. I don't know. Battle Cry. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and charge. So that would be a 3/3 charge for 2 mana. That would be really, really solid. But warriors don't tend to have a lot of dragon cards. There's a couple heroes there but that are neutral, but I don't think they've got any themed actual dragon cards to kind of link in. If you're running a druid, a warrior dragon deck, then it's a solid card. But warrior dragon decks, I don't think are very common, so, or very good. So let's move on now though to our next rare. Now we've seen this guy before with Spawn of Shadows, 4 mana for 5/4, potentially starts dealing a lot of damage to both you and your opponent. That's a decent pack we had there. So we're edging ever closer to being below the average. So that's our uncommon, and that's our compulsory Frigid Snowbolt. I think I've got more of them than almost anything else. If we jump straight over though to our next uncommon, flip it over, Ancestral Knowledge. 2 mana for draw 2 cards. It overloaded 2 as well. So really it's 4 mana but 2 of it's delayed, if that makes sense. That could actually be quite good. It does look to be a solid card. I mean, if you have something you can maybe play turn 3 or turn 4 if you're kind of using it then you know, your book won't be wasted rather. Goodness, I'm jumbling my words up today. I like that card actually. I think it could be quite good. I'd probably just sit and look at it. You know, downside is of course is it potentially is wiping out your next turn from casting, but you don't need to cast it straight away. You can leave it until you're able to kind of do something, you know, with only a certain amount of mana in play. So this is our rare card. We found that. And this is our uncommon card. It's a King's Elec. 2 for 3/2. Battle Cry, reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, draw it. Potentially it's a free card in your hand. Potentially it's just a 2 for 3/2. That's your standard. The King's Elec would definitely replace something like a Raptor, which is a 2 for 3/2, doesn't do anything, so you know, it's no harm in having it there. That's your standard cost. So let's turn over and we get in our familiar top right corner our Silverhand Regent. Again, that seems to be a fairly good card. Definitely links in well with Paladins and potentially even a couple other classes here or there. Rogues aren't going to use it, and it's even debatable whether Warlocks or Mages would use it too much. I mean, Warlocks will use it, but you stop using your hero power at one point. as your life gets low. And generally for the mage, your 2 mana is probably in the later game better spent elsewhere. So let's move back to our rare card. And if we turn it over, we see our Argent Lance. 2 mana for 2/2. Again, you're doing your reveal for a minion and you're getting a +1 durability. So, I've talked about this one before, I'm not sure if it's good or not. Certainly 2 mana for 2/2 is okay. I mean, you can get Fiery War Axe and Warriors 2 for free too. So, it's under cost and only equal if you get a minion that costs more. So, I can't say it's something I would build a deck around. But, depending on that 2 mana spot for Paladins, I can't remember off the top of my head, it might be worth it. So we're rapidly closing in here. We're actually on our 4th pack. So we'll drop it here. Now in our lucky bottom left corner, we get a rare card. So skip over a rare and we get an uncommon one here now. So if I turn it over, we've seen this one before. Seal of Champions, give a minion +3 attack and Divine Shield. The good news is it is solid enough that you can kind of protect it, or at least getting hit off a hero power, you know, and then it will actually probably die the next turn, but you know, it is solid enough. It's a decent enough card at that point. I need to double check to see what is available at a 3 mana mark though. But you know, Divine Shield and +3 attack, you're not going to sniff at that. So our top card is an uncommon one as well. 2 mana, Bear Trap. After your hero is attacked, summon a 3/3 bear with taunt. So again, that's a fairly decent card as you are getting a 3/3 bear with taunt for only 2 mana. It's getting revealed in your opponent's turn, and I don't know, as I said previously, whether that summons it and it goes in place of you getting hit, you know, so it's difficult to tell, but I think either way it's fairly solid. Now our next card is an uncommon. It's a King's Relic, so that's the second one we've seen in this episode. So 2 for free 2. So jump straight down and we get our compulsory pact, Frigid Snowbolt. At some point in time I'm going to get annoyed at having so many of these, but not today. So we have our rare card here. So if I turn it over, this is a new card. 2 for free 2. Tiny Knight of Evil. Now that is either a goblin or a imp riding on a fell hunter. Whenever you discard a card, you gain +1/+1. That could be useful. You do discard cards quite frequently as a warlock traveler, but it's whether or not you're discarding for the sake of discarding, so it might not necessarily be a good decision. You might be forcing yourself to discard a card just to gain +1/+1. Still, 3/2 for 2 as your standard cost without drawbacks. That does have a benefit of giving itself a buff, so probably won't be used though, I have to admit. So we now come to our average legendary pack. If the pack is average. We should get a legendary in this one. But it's not this card. This is an uncommon one. And we see the Shadowpan Rider. It's been a couple of episodes since I've seen this chap. You know, again, it's a good card if used in combination as with a coin to make it a 6/7 on turn 4. Otherwise, you're probably kind of hero there with it. So our top card is a rare, not a legendary. How about the top right card? That is also a rare. So we've got 2 rares. So let's move down to the bottom right now. And that is an uncommon card. Turn it over. 4/3/4 Murloc Knight. Seen this chap before. Summon a random Murloc. That's good. You mean 2 mana. You're getting a 1/1 Silver Knight Recruit, and a Silver Hand Recruit rather, and a Murloc. So that's actually a good card, I think. Now this is the last card in our pack. Is it the legendary, or is it an uncommon? It's an epic. So we're very close there to getting a legendary. But 2 rares and a legend and an epic isn't too bad anyway. So let's turn over our first rare. And we get Saboteur. I think we've seen him in the previous episode. He's a 4/3 for 3 mana. Your opponent's hero power costs 5 more next turn. Just as the body is solid enough, but really kind of thing. Whether it would be used or not, I'm not sure. Let's move on to our second rare now. It's a golden injured Cavalier. It's a really solid card for priests. 1 mana. It's a 2/4, but with a battle cry it goes to a 2/1, which means that, assuming you don't have anything to play on turn 2 as a priest, if he's still alive, this guy can get healed up and become a 2/3, and then over time you'll probably heal back up anyway. So let's have a look. He looks to be underwater, I think. Is that a ship in the background? Bubbles rising up? And a little bit of silt or sand going about his legs there. It's quite a nice card, that one, actually. I do like that. So we come to our epic card. Now, what shall it be? In this one we've got a rogue and a paladin, 2 all classes and a golden. I think we're going to get a neutral card and an epic, which we've seen before, but it won't be legendary. But it won't be golden rather. So 10 mana, 8/8 Frost Giant. Costs 1 less with each time you use your hero power this game. So by the time it's kind of getting to that point where it's going to be affordable to use, or in turn 6 or so, you'll use your hero power 4 times maybe. Maybe it's kind of difficult to tell if that's a good card or not. I suppose it very much depends on how much you are actually using your hero power. Things like, as I said, your paladin and your shaman, that will come in handy. Even warlocks will probably find this one a good card. Hunters potentially, although it's a bit slow for hunters to kind of get on. But I think for paladins and shamans, and to another extent warlocks, this could be pretty useful. Yeah, it's a good card. I think I like that one. You see, probably it's a average-ish card, maybe average towards the weaker side. But that was our average pack there. And now we're hunting for legendaries. Join me next time, guys and girls. And we've only got 10 packs to go. Thanks very much. Have a great day. And bye bye.